Hello and welcome back. It has been some time since Crucible Gaming has played Torg Eternity campaign Chasing the Eye. Welcome to what's really our 10th session after holidays and then real life kept delaying this game. Hopefully everyone's looking forward to moving ahead.
Woohoo! Awesome.
And also, hopefully my audio is working perfectly with the with the game stream. And I forgot to set up my second monitor for the game. Oops. No big deal. Alright, so when we last left off our heroes in their pursuit of the various pieces of the eye, they had been into the land below in the living lands after meeting up with myriad mixed allies that could have potentially been enemies, but luck was on your side. You found yourselves deep in the lands of the Pyreans, approaching the largest active volcano, Tanta Kalar, which occasionally has a flare of light even above the pyroclastic reaction, mirroring the portal that dropped you here in the first place. You had rescued a group of slaves or possibly potential sacrifices on their way to Tantakalar under the slavery of the Snake Men, and we're using that as your cover last I heard to try and make your way up.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm confident that we're good at deception.
Sure, this will be fine.
I believe in us.
So, despite the relative primordial level of everything else you've encountered so far, through most of the mountain ranges of the Pyreans, there actually is almost not. They're like proto roads. Like there's very clear paths, cleared down. They don't have like paving stone or anything, but like they've got the equivalent of gravel almost laying most of the way, and very deliberate dropped rocks for crossing over some of the magma fields. A veritable bastion of technology after everything you've seen so far.
This is positively civilized.
You can even see like homes carved out in the stone of the mountain faces, and manufactured walls to shield them off.
It almost feels like home.
This is as far from home as I can get. Like I still can't get a cell signal.
What's a cell phone?
I will show you my cell phone. See? It's like a pocket computer.
The thing with the... Wait, what's a computer?
Okay, so it's like a really fast abacus.
Oh. Okay. You fit all that in there?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you hold the beads?
Gnomes, what'll they think of next?
Where I'm from, they have they're very good at miniaturizing things.
Oh. Okay. Let's get out of here. I don't want to eat any more people.
Intentional or accidental.
Speaking on behalf of Arthur and myself, we appreciate that sentiment.
We do.
Food is food.
No. Oh, it's not.
Human is friend, not food.
If already dead, then food. Don't let meat go to waste.
I'm assuming your people haven't heard of prion diseases.
It's a cultural thing. All right, let's
So,
go.
cultured or not, when we last left off, we'd stopped when we did slightly early for the night, but not by much, because your ventures from here on the side of the path into Tantakalar to the portal at the top was going to be decided by a dramatic skill resolution system. Fortunately, there's no current alarm to your presence, but that doesn't mean that won't change. So, you might not necessarily have the normal 5 quote unquote rounds to resolve it, but there's going to obviously be a time limit still, nonetheless, even if it won't be quite so set. If you do run towards the tail end of what's expected, I will let you know so that you can play for that critical moment and try and rush to the end if need be. Okay?
Alrighty.
Sounds good.
Gotcha.
I will also throw out there that I'm holding a step C.
Always good to have. I will also throw it there for anyone that tuned in that I call drew an immediate play card, which does increase the potential danger of your first combat encounter during this chain. It may even get to the point where it's run, run, run for your lives.
Awesome. Yeah. That's fine. I'm honestly surprised this character has lasted as long as she has.
Well, it's always a good time to have a martyr card in hand.
Mhm.
Don't. But I will take it if somebody does.
All right, so to lay things out in advance, step A and B will be using either stealth or persuasion as the main actions. We will accept trick, but trick will be slightly harder. As the first two steps are you leading your group up and making your way either without detection or, no, we belong here. These are our slaves. Yeah, we're totally the right people.
I actually have a really good stealth. Believe it or not. I don't know how.
Dwarves, they're easy to overlook.
Apparently.
Right.
Step C, when we reach that point, will either be dexterity, athletics, or dodge. I mean, not many people are likely to have athletics, and as basically the group is trying to summit through a much harder stretch, and finally, step D will be announced when you get there.
Do we all have to make the roll, or just one of us?
It will be just one person per, which is usually the standard in group checks.
Okay.
Of these. Now, if there's nothing else going on, the party does have the option of assisting the person or attempting a separate check if they have a good reason for it to potentially generate more cards to in hand and put down.
Okay.
And look at that, you make yourself look bigger for the initial lead off here. This round, intimidation becomes based on strength rather than spirit, which of course means intimidate is a good replacement for persuasion in this case. And
Not when your strength sucks.
Yeah. Well, you may it be, yeah. It's not a may, it is. So yeah, sucks to be Solon.
So good at intimidating people.
A and B are on this card, so it can be multi-acted by the same person, or one person could take A and one different person could take B.
That makes my intimidation amazing.
I could easily do A or B, as I can pop a trick.
This also makes my intimidation pretty damn good, but my spirit and strength are the same, so it's good either way.
Yeah. My strength is like 14. And my stealth is 11. So I can do either or.
Go ahead. I am going to try to trick whatever opponents we can come across in the hopes of getting extra cards.
Okay.
Well, whoever wishes to take the lead can determine if they're doing just merely step A or both, because that's just a multi-action penalty.
All right. Well, I can take lead if you guys want, or Chris, you can.
No, I am I am not stealthy.
Well, the option is trick too, right? Just at a higher difficulty, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I
No,
can.
go ahead. Let's follow Moses' lead on the stealth.
I was
Alright,
gonna say I
go
can
ahead,
take
Moose.
one and do either an intimidation or a stealth.
If you fail, I can always try to follow it up because you said stealth is one of them. I've got a stealth of 13.
One person makes each check. If the
Right.
same person wants to multitask, they can. But
Okay.
if one person does one, another person can do the other. But you can't
Okay.
retest.
Okay. So Josh, you want to take A and I'll take B?
Yeah, you go first, and then worst case scenario, we come behind you and do the next lot.
Okay. Well, I will take an intimidation with my strength then, I guess, for A.
Okay. Okay. So you may draw a card from the Destiny deck and put one into your pool because you can't play from your hand.
Nope.
As you have achieved step A.
I will put that into my pool.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Mm.
I mean, you still have to spend to make the attempt, but it's a automatic outstanding.
Yeah.
So then, since she made it to A, we can continue on. Like, I can go now to B. Is that correct? Okay, cool. So I'm going to try and trick to go to B.
Congratulations. You succeed, and you realize that that it was a near thing. It was a quite a hard difficulty compared to the initial.
Excellent. So draw Destiny and
Correct.
in pool. Okay.
Now you do have quote unquote unsuspecting Pyrians around you.
I'm going to be like, just passing through, don't mind us, and I will try to trick them.
Okay. As you're not attempting the step, your trick is a normal success.
Yeah, I'm just doing it for the card because I have natural
Yeah.
leader, so the more cards I have, the better.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I try to, similar to him, but intimidate? Basically, growl, look big, be
absolutely.
like, don't, I'm a big alpha, leave us alone.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Like I said, just need a decent justification. Congratulations, you have earned yourself a card before you put one down. Yeah, so you're into the settlement part of standard settlement part of Tantakalar, where you're passing through the slave pens and the indentured but converting people area and into the lower castes. People are giving I call a good amount of space, whereas Solon's seems to have had other people return to whatever they were doing with no difficulties.
This is just like home. Indentured slaves working the land.
Yeah. Now you see ahead of you that the path does get quite narrow and steep, as you will not be passing through where the priesthood reside or the soldiers, but heading more towards the top of the mountain directly. Now, unfortunately, there's no new step on this one, as the villains are faster than they look. If you do actually set anyone off, they gain an extra 5 meters of movement, 15 if they run. Unfortunately, you're going first with a reality surge, so make that don't roll a 1 check. Congratulations, everyone, on not rolling 1s.
Can afford to disconnect. Let's huff it.
So Intimidate and Taunt are the approved actions on this. One person can choose to make that Dexterity / Athletics, or I will permit a maneuver. Dexterity, Athletics, Dodge, and we will permit maneuver, but at a higher difficulty, as you're just basically directing the rest of the group. It will get you a card, but not a step.
My dodge is a 13.
Lead the way, Mouse.
So Mouse leads the way.
This seems a lot like physical labor, and that is not a thing I do.
Can I use that card, B? Not today.
No, that's for damage.
Oh, okay. Can I possibility that?
Hey, wait, doesn't Arthur have step C?
You could you could trade cards with Arthur for step C and then possibility it. Yes.
Can I do
Yeah.
that?
You can if you want.
Okay. So
There you go.
take my not today then.
Yeah, I have to take the one you have, I think, in pool.
Correct. It's 1 for 1.
Yeah. And then I will play Sepsi for a possibility.
Step C and then hitting the possibility button.
Yes.
Okay. You may draw and put down a new card.
I feel like that's going to be useful. Okay. So, just barely made it.
No, good success is still a good success. All right, everyone else.
Can I just intimidate for cards again, since it's approved?
Yep.
Keeping them away from us.
Wow.
Go ahead, Arthur.
I think I will follow suit as I take a glance around and make sure that we're not being followed. Of course. Alright. We're gonna just possibility this, I guess.
Yeah, as long as not a 1, you're good.
Taking the long way around to a success there.
Yeah, a card's a card. Assuming that was a success.
Yeah. Unless said otherwise, difficulty's 10.
Okay.
I am going to look at all the people, and I'm going to start telling them about the importance of unions and how their guide is really irrelevant, and they really should think about a workers' union. And I'm going to taunt them.
Oh dear. I mean, taunt is the appropriate skill when they have no clue what you're talking about. And you're basically just rubbing in how much better your system is.
Right. And then, as a result of that, I am going to spend a possibility for Natural Leader to put 2 cards into other people's pools.
Okay.
I'm going to give a call. I'm going to give Arthur, I think. Give
Is there
Arthur
max
a-
hand size.
No, there's not actually.
Max hand size only comes into play at the end of combats and encounters, usually.
Cool.
Anything,
Yeah,
anything in
so-
between, you can carry as much as you want.
Okay.
And I'm going to play. Or not play. I'm going to pass. So the supporter to Arthur and the inspire to a call, those both go immediately into your pool.
Ooh, that's nice.
And I'm going to play a drama card into my pool, and that's me.
Okay.
We're almost there, guys.
So you lead the people that you're bringing with you out of this terrible place, as if they were, also as if they were slaves and sacrifices, and you crest the cone, the top of Tantakalar, and you see the elaborately built bridge and platform over the middle of the pyroclastic ruin and magmatic reactions below. However, you're not alone.
Nobody said there would be bridges over lava.
You've come perhaps at the perfect time, as you see what looks to be a contingent of priests and priestesses performing some sort of ritual over the altar. They plunge a knife into one body on the altar, and it rolls, and then roll it off into the lava, and they turn towards you as your next card comes up. Well, fortunately, you have a favorable wind. Hero missile weapons gain 10 extra meters of range. Unfortunately, it only has steps A and C. Attack and trick are the approved actions. As this is dramatic, the villains will go first, but the heroes will have a flurry.
Oh.
Now, unfortunately for the villains, you have had a good turn on the way up and some very successful extra checks, keeping people from paying you too much heed. So their action is entirely a case of them yelling in a language that even I call struggles to fully understand, as it's the Pyrian's dialect. And then they attempt again in words, the slithering words of those slavers that you killed, demanding that you give them the next sacrifice. And they forego action expecting that you're there for that purpose.
So can we just keep running the other way?
As far as you're aware, the portal, which hasn't opened up yet because Step D is not there, is at the edge of the platform they're making the sacrifices on.
Oh.
Which is over the bridge.
So I say we just go up to them, pretend like we're going to give them the sacrifice, and then push them in.
Well, how many of them are there?
There appears to be 9 in total. The head priest or priestess, likely a priestess, and the 8 lessers.
Oh yeah, we can totally just throw them off a bridge. This is going to be fun.
Murder, 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 murder.
Exactly.
So we're dramatic, so we have flurry, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Murder, murder, murder.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Call, you want to go throw some priests off a bridge?
This is tentacular.
Yes.
And then just shunt them off.
Seeing the
All wide, eager eyes, just yes.
seeing the murderous glint in the eyes of my bloodthirsty comrades, I will sigh heavily, but I will cast Enhance.
I'm just imagining. No, my buffs do not indicate approval.
So that is an 18 compared to a call strength.
My strength is 10.
So that is going to be +2 to your strength for 3 turns.
Ah.
And that's me because Flurry comes after everybody else's.
Yep. Yeah, everyone gets their one action first.
Okay.
And they can put cards down after each.
How many of them are there again?
There are 8 lesser priests and 1 high priestess.
So, leave the slaves with the magic-y people and head towards the evil priests in attempts to throw them off a bridge.
Do you want the high priest or the lesser priest? Because with flurry I can do 4 and 4 and probably hit them.
I'm not picky. You can have the high priest.
Oh, joy! I'll let you go first then with the lessers then.
Okay. I will go for the lesser priests. And I'm trying to get close enough to use claws to basically do enough damage to push him off the bridge.
Okay, so just for your awareness, strictly pushing, like knocking them off the platform / bridge would be a player's choice use of most of your interaction abilities, maneuver in particular. Whereas anything else is, I'm hitting for damage.
Okay. Well, then I will simply just maneuver, I guess.
Okay.
I roll to maneuver.
So on a standard success, you get to choose if they have a harder time attacking / doing things or a harder time defending.
Probably a harder time attacking because he's off balance. I'm trying to knock him over, right? And do I get a card out of that?
No, because it was attack or trick.
Oh, okay.
But you do get to put one down.
Oh. Okay.
As you
So I
did
still get
succeed.
to
Yeah.
put one in my pool.
Yeah. You still succeeded in... Well, you still took an action, which is what's the qualifier for putting it into your pool.
Okay.
Succeeding on the approved actions is what gives extra cards.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. So I'm just trying to think how far these guys actually would. Yeah, they're a lot farther than probably 5 meters. So I'm going to try and trick them, as even though, somebody's already maneuvered and such, I'm going to grab one of the quote-unquote slaves and start walking up towards the pedestal with. And basically making it look like I'm bringing over sacrifice.
Okay, and what is the goal of your trick?
Goal of my trick is to get sufficiently close enough with myself and the other possible slave, to when this portal does open, I'm there, and then I can defend against everybody else while they come over. Does that make sense?
It does some. Yeah, roll your trick. So by the description of your trick, you make the priest that was the head priest very stymied, meaning that they have a harder time taking action against anyone.
Perfect.
They are confused.
They're confused. They're like, why is this one attacking but this one coming over with a... Yeah.
Yeah, and you can draw a card and then put one down. Well, the interesting thing about maneuvers is not strictly... It doesn't have to strictly be in a straight attack. It could just be like Mouse came over and just like, I'm the biggest thing in the room, tried to bully body them into falling off.
Yeah, I just came over and started like elbowing people. I wasn't necessarily attacking.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
Well, that leaves us one more person.
Yeah. So I'm going up to the head priest, and claws go burr. Just have to make sure that I've got the right claw thing selected in my sheet.
You still have a good success despite their defense not being just a 10. So you can roll that bonus die.
Yeah, and there's also, I think you said you buffed my strength, right?
Yep.
So that's an additional +2 from that, because my thing goes off of my strength.
Okay.
And the claws are AP2.
Not that it matters immediately as you guys have flurry. However, there is that brief moment where I call claws through the high priest's mask and was about to leave a terrible wound to them. But instead, they snap back and hiss out in their language, pointing out, and you very clearly get them. They are not who they seem. Unfortunately, you guys all get your flurry actions. I called did successfully attack, so gets a card and then puts one down. And then, like I said, you have your flurry actions to take your next actions.
Anybody want to go first before I claw them again?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Whatever you leave, I'm just gonna attack again.
Fill your boots.
What should I set the number to be? For the roll instead of the standard 10?
Yeah, it's fine. I've got the sheet here.
Okay.
Well, you can probably guess that's still 2 bonus dice for outstanding.
But wait, there's more.
Oof.
+2 with the strength thing. So 32. 32 AP2.
Well, let's hope this one's as good.
My toughness of 9 winces.
Nope, that's not as good, and they don't have enough left over. This time, now that there's no longer a face mask in place, because that didn't survive the possibility shift, Michael once again drives their claws into the high priest's body, and despite shifting slightly so it doesn't immediately impact them in their vital organs, it's still enough that they collapse from the wound.
Goodbye.
Nice.
E-Dino's unarmed attacks go brr.
Excellent.
So you may draw your card and put one down. Next.
All right. If you guys don't mind, I'm just gonna take out one of the smaller priests.
I just realized that one of my cards is setback, and all I can think looking at is, and you know, it gives the opponents a setback. It's like, we don't need to give them the setback. I am the setback.
I love it. Oh, really? That's so disappointing. I'm going to play Second Chance.
Okay. Make that roll again.
Let's try that once more with feeling. That's a little better.
Yeah, one may say that is a little bit better and gives you a bonus die.
Yay! Woo!
Most importantly, you don't disconnect from reality.
Most
Yeah.
importantly, I don't disconnect from reality.
Second most important thing was, you clawed them dead.
I clawed them dead.
So now there is 7 lesser priests.
Nice. My kid's favorite thing now to say anytime I leave the house is good luck in reality. Yeah. So,
Applies in life and Torg.
apparently.
Right. Go ahead, Arthur.
Yeah, so draw your card, play your card while we move along.
Alright. I'm gonna wither one of them as I release the quote-unquote slave.
Yeah, well, you do still have that good success for your bonus die. Damn it, you rolled over exactly enough.
Yay!
Ah! And they wither into a husk and collapse. How dare you!
Right. There's 6 minor
Correct.
priests left. Alrighty. Well, I will stride forward. Be like, I'll single out one of them. And go like, I'll point at the call. And I'll point at him and go like, I think they're coming for you. You can probably hide over there, and I'll try to trick them. Yeah, 15.
It's actually an outstanding success.
Oh, nice. So yeah, in his confusion, as he's trying to look for the place to hide, he like stumbles off the edge. Accidentally stumbles.
Yeah, he goes to duck behind the altar, forgetting that the back of the altar is actually on the other side of it. It slopes so it falls right in, and just face dives right into the lava.
They are apparently dumber than they look.
It was just a
Apparently.
really convincing trick.
Exactly. Wonder if it's
Alright.
enough for the sacrifice.
This is what I'm waiting to see.
That's me.
Yeah, and that was a successful trick, which was an approved action. Yada yada. I can yada yada you.
Yep.
Our next card appropriately is called Sprint for it. Heroes gain an extra 5 meters of movement or an extra 15 if they run. Sound familiar? Just it's for you guys. A and D are on it. Heroes will go first. Villains will have a flurry, which is very important when I describe what happens now that the D is there. Intimidate and maneuver are your approved actions. So as step D shows up on the card with a blast of heat, like you can't believe that you feel another blast of heat despite fighting over an active violent volcano. With a tearing sound, the air itself almost screams as the portal is ripped open just above the altar.
Doesn't look like a portal I want to go in, but
And out of the portal jumps several Idinos, one of which in the lead with face paint reminiscent of the one that fought you back at the entrance portal, points at the group of you, and the now 25 secondary Idinos that jumped after him are now going for you guys as a group. But you get to go first, and there's a portal there. And the action to get into the portal, well, that's a dexterity or a maneuver check. As you basically try and maneuver past the group. This one, unlike the other ones, is made individually.
Going for it.
Go for it.
You are successful. You gain a card, but you also achieve the D for yourself, escaping and jumping into the portal.
Just for the giggles of it, I'm imagining Yukal sees the bunch of like warriors, runs at them like yeah, and somehow like misses them and ends up going through the portal. He was ready to fight and just missed.
Boop.
I will probably be the last to go because I am sitting on a supporter card to help others.
I'm also sitting on a supporter card to help others. So Chris, go.
Remember, you can support her from the other side.
Okay.
maneuver, you say?
Maneuver.
Or dexterity. I mean, that's the same base stat, so.
Maneuver is slightly higher because I have a point.
Yeah.
Note to self, by maneuver.
Right.
Well.
It is favored, so I will re-roll that.
Dang, that's a much better result.
Magic saves the day.
Right? Whoop.
Okay. I will.
You
roll
get to draw
mine.
your card because that is still the approved action, even if
Yeah.
it's a double approved.
Right. Oh shit! I got like nothing really useful to play down.
Next.
Okay. I will roll mine. Is that enough to get through?
Ironically, you're off by 1.
Am I? Hey Josh, you should play your supporter, and then if you do you screw up yours, I'll play mine.
There you go. There's your plus
I
3
was gonna.
card.
Okay, I could have helped, but yeah, the support is probably the better spend.
Boop
Okay.
boop.
All right, let's see how awful this is gonna go. Because I've only got a 6.
Okay. Roll.
I am on standby to leadership cards into your hand or into
Okay,
your pool.
so that's a that, and then I'm going to.
Here, let me give you.
I got
Let me
adrenaline.
give you. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna +3 myself. That's cool.
Well, you need to get to a 12.
Right, so I can +3 myself, and then Jess can spot me another +3 for
Yeah.
13.
No, you're now at 7.
Oh, I thought it was at 7 before.
Your die was a 7, which resulted in
Oh.
a penalty to your number.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
yeah, you're I need to play a possibility or a card for extra possibility usage ding.
Here, let me. Leadership. And I believe you can use more than one adrenaline on a skill, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to pass this to you. And then I'm going to.
Do you still need my supporter?
We'll see.
Pass this to you. And I don't need the hand refill because my hand is already full.
Yep.
All
I'm
right.
way
So-
over cap.
So you're gonna play that other adrenaline and still need that supporter. And now you've succeeded.
Yay!
He's so long.
Listen, it was a close call.
We had to practically reach through and pull Arthur through.
Now, as you're diving through the portal, you have a brief glimpse of the top of a ziggurat pyramid, seen from fairly high above in the sky.
Does anybody know where this thing goes?
And then you realize you're in the sky above the ziggurat.
Should we be aiming for the pyramid and trying to slide down it?
That sounds like a great idea.
Except, it's more stairs than slope.
You more like bounce off of it.
However, with a quick, flailing look around, you can see a large, one may say, 26 large cloud of latkas right by the hole in the air that you fell out of.
Oh, let's grab one of them. They're not that hard to fly.
Yoink.
Yep.
And guess what skill that is?
Oh, wait, are we still in combat? Or.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that another maneuver?
Beast riding?
Beast riding.
Beast riding.
Alteration magic?
How would you use alteration magic?
Apportation magic to make them just a little bit closer to the bird.
That's much cleaner, yeah.
I'm working on a portal spell. I've learned how to teleport myself 10 inches.
I think I need to possibility that.
Look-alike.
That's a much better roll.
Well, that's
not my
eyeballs, yeah. You have to hit the possibility button. There you go.
I was gonna say, did I do it right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to click the possibility button as a call rolled
Yeah,
at the
and it
same
moved it
time.
up.
Oof. 16 on apportation.
Wow, wow, Josh. I don't like your odds with that roll already.
Yep.
I don't have any more ways to
I
help you. I'm
believe
sorry.
did
I
I
got
give
I
you a
got
second chance or no?
If
I
No,
got
I
a,
didn't.
I got a mechanics
if you
question.
possibility that or use that hero card, you're guaranteed success because it takes you from a +1 to a plus like 5.
I was gonna say I got a really ironic and more funny question.
Okay.
Was close call technically work if I bounced off the rocks below?
As long as you're making the possibility check to soak the damage, yeah.
I'm just asking mechanics wise.
Yeah, no, that's it. Any attempt to soak is an attempt to soak.
I'm sorry. I love the fact that I can hear myself laughing in the background.
Because yeah, that's the. Anyways, I'll possibility for this, but if I got to do any more beast riding, I'm just gonna fall and try and soak that.
Yeah. Hey, look at that. It's almost like I told you exactly what you'd get if
Yep,
at the
yep.
minimum. Oh dear.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, did that count as an action for cards in pool or no?
It was technically on the same card, but it's literally the do you need to make a soak check combat action, quote unquote, or do you guys exit combat and just, remove stress, pick up, drop hand size?
Okay.
Which is what it is. No one's splatting.
Yay.
I have no idea how to fly one of these. How do I get it to go down?
You do this.
May I play a card before fully discarding down my hand?
If it's appropriate. Yeah, that's fine. Everyone can add a possibility, I think, is what they're going to do.
So I've got some interesting cards here. So, as we're coming in for a landing, I would like to play Mistaken Identity.
Okay.
Play to be mistaken for someone else when it is advantageous for you. Someone working with your foes, trusted celebrity, expected courier, etc., etc. Or gain 2 possibilities, but you're mistaken for someone that puts you at an immediate disadvantage, like a wanted criminal, hated rival, or so on. And I like option 2.
Okay. Jess, you drew a card. Did you have less than 5 in your hand?
I did.
Okay, just making sure.
They're all so good.
I have 2 just a flesh wound.
I'm going to discard my martyr card now that we're through the portal. So I will get a new card and a possibility. Still need to discard 1.
It's 5 we go back down to, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And then once you're at 5, you can discard and draw 1, correct?
Yeah.
I don't like that one. Okay. There we go. So yeah, I played the mistaken identity in the bad way, so I'm going to be mistaken for somebody that caused us problems. And I discarded the martyr for a new card and a possibility.
Okay.
All right, and I'm back down to 5.
Oh, like George Jetson. Jane, get me off this crazy thing.
Actually, I have points in flying this thing.
So as you can see, you have a rough idea based on where the PC icon is, group icon is, where you're landing. Well, flying above.
I honestly don't know where we should be going.
So, for on looking around, and someone brave and silly enough to look down, despite the distance, you can still kind of make out that there's to the northeast there's a bridge, connecting the living land to this part of Earth. But more importantly, below you, more directly, is a pyramid, and a faint glow seems to be coming from near the top of it, where you can vaguely make out some figures around, well, of course, being this type of ziggurat pyramid, another altar. As you watch them start to go down and head towards the forests.
Oh, we should stop that portal. Like maybe they're bringing reinforcements through or something.
I feel like we should blow it up somehow.
I'm down for violence, whatever flavor.
I'm not a fan of violence, but we still should
bombs?
probably stop that.
Probably not in this realm.
Do you have alcohol? We could throw Molotov cocktails at it.
No.
Ooh, could I jerry rig some Molotov cocktails out of the jet fuel that fires my dragon's breath?
You can certainly make an effort to try, yeah.
How would I go about doing that?
What is Moses' science skill?
Five.
Liquid go boom. Those with science could possibly help you.
Could I get any kind of bonus because I built my weaponry? Or understand my weaponry?
I'll give you a +2.
Well, we should figure out what exactly is going on before we start dropping bombs on people.
Yeah, do we want to go down there first? Like, to actually see what's there?
Okay. I understand how to make it, though. So if we want to blow it up, I could probably I could probably figure out how to take the jet fuel out of my dragon's breath and turn it into a bomb.
Well, so you do have that option as your approach. What are we going to do?
So what's it look like? Does it look like they're maybe bringing reinforcements, or does it look like even blowing up their altar would destroy the portal?
It looks like the portal is anchored. Now that you know you're not in that one, but there's another portal that's anchored to that altar,
Okay.
similar to how, well, both the other two you've encountered have been anchored to altars.
Okay. So if we blow up the altar, it would probably close the portal.
Yeah, and judging by the ease that the ones leaving are moving, it doesn't look like it's nearly as difficult a portal to get through as the one that you watched them jump through and then didn't realize that they jumped off of mounts.
Okay. We should probably close this. This is a lot easier for them to get through. Which means more of them can probably come through it faster.
Okay, let's go then.
Violence!
Okay. I guess I'll do some jerry rigging.
Okay.
And kaboom. Do you want another type of roll for that, or was my science sufficient?
Give me a missile weapons roll for just getting it on target
Missile weapons. Okay.
or throwing.
I don't know what your missile's weapons is, but mine's untrained, but my dex is 10, so
My missile weapons is 13.
yeah, fuck them up.
Yeah. Was that enough to get it on target?
Yep.
Excellent.
So at the cost of disabling your flamers until the next act, you see a large explosion as it hits the altar, and the light immediately just like winks right out.
Yeah, essentially she's out of gas till the next time around.
Worth it.
I need to find a place to land this thing.
Oh, it's not that hard. If you just scratch behind the ear here and you like pet it here and you kind of squeeze the leg here, it'll do this.
I found a place with self-driving cars.
I don't feel comfortable on this whatsoever as Arthur looks off the side a bit too far.
All you gotta do is give it a good scratch and squeeze your legs a little, and it's fine.
Ikal is just vibing.
Camels are easier, I'm just saying.
Matilda looks totally at home.
Yeah.
But also, apparently, according to my stats, Matilda can basically drive anything.
Basically.
I love how alike Matilda and Ikal are. They're just besties now.
We are just besties. It's awesome. Especially after Living Lands and Matilda's like, yeah, fine, okay, I'll eat some long pig. This is fine. And Ikal's just like, okay, respect.
If anyone in the party has earned Ikal's like loyalty and respect, it is his fellow warrior.
Yep.
I'm with Arthur just trying to find a place to land before I fall to my death.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Looks like there's a spot over there.
Yep. I want this beast down. I'd rather walk in the forest.
And I'll search for us to find a spot to land, I guess.
I'm not a fan of walking in the forest. I'm not a fan of walking. But if I trip and fall, I won't fall to my death.
You might just break your
Ikal
ankle.
just looks over. Are you a fan of anything?
No, not particularly. I come from a really bad place. I like croissants and maple syrup.
Everybody likes maple syrup.
Oh, and overthrowing a tyrannical government.
I can
That I
get
can get
behind that.
behind.
I have simple likes.
Is there anywhere we can land, B?
Yeah, yeah. There's a fair open space that you can land to follow after the people that had left.
Okay.
Do we need to do a check to land, or can we land ungracefully without
No,
damage?
the lack can know how to land themselves. It's like basically you direct them towards the land, and you're not like trying to suicide bomb. Then they'll just go, okay, ground landing.
Down, boy.
They don't want to die either.
All right.
Good. Me and the beast have things in common.
See? It's not that hard.
I'm just finishing setting up a scene I thought I had set up, but apparently wasn't.
No worries.
Arthur very much kisses the ground as soon as he gets off this lovely mount.
Mouse just kind of scratches it under the chin and, like, looks for some dried fruit in her bag to give it.
Okay. So, walking through the forest, like there's a very clear path to follow. It's clear that while the immediate group that you saw heading this way, didn't have anything too big with them, but something or some things larger have definitely come this way before them. As there's a very clear knocked path through the trees until you start approaching a clearing, and there's a lot of fog in the air, and there's flickering lights ahead, which, that's kind of what you expect in the Living Land. Torchlight, campfire light, etc. There's a lot of light, despite the fact it feels like there's not that many sources. And there's an odd shiver that keeps crawling up your spines as you slip into an area that the Living Land is dominant, but the secondary land is Aurorsh.
Oh.
And just the fog clears just enough for you to see gathered ahead of you a very large, relatively for the group that had, you're pretty sure that the ones off to the left were the ones that you saw arriving last. But there seems to be a ritual in place, and might be your eyes playing tricks on you. It has to be your eyes playing tricks on you. But for everyone but Solon, the odd figure on the altar has a very familiar silhouette. And of course, it's very obvious that there's 2 ankylosauruses and 1 giant zombie T-Rex. And
Is the silhouette what was his name? Koji?
it looks like, yeah, you don't know for sure, but it looks like Koji. And Call recognizes the named Idinos on the other side of the altar as the champion of the Gold Sun tribe, who notoriously respects anyone that can beat him in a fight, which in this case also unfortunately includes Baruch Ka.
I can take him. I will probably die trying, but I can take him.
We're gonna go fuck shit up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
As you're making the determination if that's what you're going to do before you start really talking amongst yourselves about your plan, the optant in front of the altar is holding up a obsidian bladed bone knife that has very clear gems in it that catch the light and seem to amplify it every time it's raised in the middle of a chant.
Nope. That knife needs to be taken away from him.
That's the knife we need.
Do you think you can wither a T-Rex?
I can blow my possibilities trying.
Okay.
I'd rather just blue bands of Bastet and let it stay where it's at and attack nobody else until we deal with everything else, though.
That would be great.
I think at this point, Salon is just like, violence never, yada yada.
I don't think the T-Rex cares about your beliefs.
Alright,
This will
so...
be a glorious fight.
They see us yet?
Well, they will the moment you declare you want to go into combat.
Alright,
Wait,
I don't
before
want
we
to...
do, can I put the Darrigan venom on my claws?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I said, is the moment you declare it's time for your fight.
Yeah, I am full on... You guys don't usually see Arthur do this. I actually get out my holy symbol and I'm casting Ward Enemy. Basically, everybody gets a bit more defense and it's a concentration. Oh, like really? Really? I hate this Living Lands, I'm just saying.
The dice gods are not your favorite tonight.
Yeah, you know what? It's not a one. You see me literally pull out my holy symbol, hold it out, pray to my gods, and they don't answer. And that's how that's going. I'm not going to burn a possibility.
I can give you a card.
Nope.
I'm sorry, the deities you have tried to reach are not available at this time.
That-
Please check your number and try your call again.
So,
Omen.
seeing everybody gear up, I am going to go, okay. You go that way, and I'm going to play my Cosm card of Advanced Tactics. All Storm Knights play 1 card into their action pool thanks to my schemes, but I disconnect thanks to thinking beyond the cooperation allowed by the Living Land social acts.
Nice.
So everybody gets to put a card down.
Mr. Arthur. Mr. Mouse.
Just deciding what I want to play.
Well, I mean, Arthur's clearly hearing a certain song starting to play.
Come on, it's yeah. We gotta go save him.
Seeing that Arthur gets is psyching himself up, I'm going to spend a possibility to play Natural Leader as a free action.
Okay.
So these cards go directly into your pool. So I'm going to give a drama card.
Use possibility when you're disconnected.
Nope.
Oh shit, that's right. It was almost a good plan.
So I was like, I'm gonna do it, and it's like, wait, I can't.
I was disconnected.
At least you'll get to try to reconnect on your turn.
Yeah. I have a plan for that. If I'd known that Arthur was going to throw down a hero card, I would have put a slightly different card down. That's okay.
Oh, and the figure furthest back, that there's something about it that everyone kind of has a weird feeling about. Like, look sort of familiar, but you don't know why.
Like a weirder feeling than the zombie T-Rex.
Yeah, like the zombie T-Rex feels appropriate. It being here, there's something about it that just like it's bugging you.
Off-putting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
All right. Call, do you want the left flank or do you want the right flank?
And the darkness seems to be like clinging to their form.
I am going for the T-Rex. I am going to 1v1 a T-Rex.
Okay, but we have
Or
to
I am
take
going
care
to
of
die
this.
trying.
I understand you want to 1v1 the T-Rex, but we're just going to hold the T-Rex in place until we take care of everything else.
These guys can do what you want. I'm gonna go save a body.
Okay. I just...
Okay, I'll go take out the 5 goons on the right first then. That'll be my goal.
Okay. Well, flaring tensions. Unfortunately, the two villain groups are not attacking each other simultaneously, as if they're not actually two separate villain groups.
We assumed they weren't.
Heroes will go first with no bonus. Villains will go second with a setback. Intimidate is the approved action.
Okay.
How much movement is 1 square again?
Drag your thing. There's tracking for this. Measure distance. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah, if you just hold down Control, you can also measure distance that way.
I mean, we're dealing in meters, not feet, but yeah. Each square is 2 meters.
I can't make the thing go away.
It's the little thing that looks like the right angle. That's the measurement controls for area. And then you should see a little thing that looks like an explosion symbol down at the start of it, and just. I've been using Foundry for years, and I do that all the time.
You said each was 2 meter?
Yep. And you can move your run speed and have a -2 penalty on your action.
Well, I can't get in melee range. So I guess I'll try to intimidate the 5 littler guys.
Okay.
Standard DN or wait, no, I have them targeted, don't I? I think I do.
Yep. No, you don't. You're on dramatic, not standard.
Oh, this is dramatic. I thought this was standard, sorry. So,
You failed.
frick. Yeah.
Because you had a large -8.
I mean, I could have possibility, but I don't know how to make it undo the
You-
ups
you
so I can
can't.
actually...
That's why you have to wait sometimes. As your die is above a 10, I will let you retroactively have spent a possibility for the same result.
Okay.
This one time.
Thank you.
So are they stymied or vulnerable?
I'll stymie them, make it harder for them to do things.
Okay. Now you did intimidate, so you get a card and you get to put a card down.
All right, who's up next?
Go ahead. I have to reconnect at the start of my turn, so I'll go at the end.
All right, that's my move. Run, rather.
Yep.
Can you still do... Stupid question.
-2.
-2 to do a multi-attack action.
Yeah,
Got it.
because it's a multi-action penalty. Basically, if you did the run.
All right, so I am going to attempt to intimidate the buddy with the big old obsidian blade and say, nobody's gonna touch my friend. Yeah, I can just pop on the movement penalty of running, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I screw something up there?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Because if you pop the die number, it shows that it was a 20, which exploded into a 20, which exploded into an 11.
Okay.
Nobody has glory.
Let me quickly find the rules for playing for the dramatic moment.
Let's try and get that card out quick.
It's worth it for the glory. Everything is worth it for the glory.
Don't know if I can or not. That's the thing. Like, I can definitely play for the dramatic moment. I just don't know if glory is one of the cards that has any effect. Because I think they have to be cards that apply to the die roll, maybe.
So I'm confused here because it's been a really long time since we've played. What am I? What are we trying to do?
He's looking to see if there's any ability to get to get the drama card out, so you boost your roll even further.
No, it's not the
Okay.
drama. It's not the drama card. It's the glory card I
Glory
have in my
card,
hand.
yeah. You know what I meant. Oh.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I'm disconnected, so I can't natural leader. Shit, I can't find it in the rule book.
I'm looking for something now too.
There's. Is there anything I can do with the hero that I currently have in my pool?
Just hold off a moment. I'm looking at it. Once per act as a free action, a player may play her entire hand directly into her pool. This is called playing for the critical moment. These cards must be used to immediately affect one character's actions, either the one who played them or an ally. Any cards that aren't used are discarded, meaning the player's hand and pool are both completely empty after playing for the critical moment, so make sure it's worth it.
So they would have to affect his roll.
So if he does spend to go for the glory, then you could spend your entire pool just to put the glory card out.
Yeah. You know what?
Glory would automatically reconnect you.
Yeah.
He's also, if I'm reading this correctly, if he spends a possibility, he's guaranteed it because it's a minimum of 10 to the die roll.
That was my question: is if I could play a possibility or play the hero as a possibility.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are still on the table for you. We were just looking
Just
at
can we
the other
glory?
side of things.
Oh, yeah.
Right. You know what? Go big or go home. I will play them all.
Yeah!
So there's a drama card, but I can't trade it to you, so it doesn't matter. But if you play your hero or spend a possibility, that should kick us up to the glory.
Okay, I will play the possibility.
Glory!
Yeah, the other cards I have, there's a +2 on top of that because of my supporter card.
Yeah.
Nice.
But everybody gets a possibility and a destiny card.
And Arthur is really, really fucking scary.
And then I also get a destiny and put one into my pool because I intimidated.
Correct.
Oh, keeping all this straight.
I mean, the good news for Chris is that Chris actually will have a card because of the glory card.
Yeah.
Then the other, the with remembering everything, is it gets easier the more you play.
Yep.
So, with that intimidate, for that specific target, how do you want to do this? As they're not one of the 3 main threats in this room, you have instantly defeated them with your player's choice on an intimidate. How do you intimidate them, and what does it make them do?
Oh. So, yeah, so this is player's choice. The intent initially was for them not to use the obsidian dagger against Koji. So,
Right.
and for them to come towards me. However, because of the fact of what it is, I'm going to basically scare them sufficiently with my intimidation that they drop the dagger and then flee.
Okay.
So, intent is removed from scene, but,
Yep.
cookie item stays there.
Yep. All right then. So Arthur screams. What was it again?
Keep your hands off my friend.
The Edinos priest, the Optant, can't believe the power, the raw savagery, and the passion in that scream. Startles, the sacrificial knife slips from their claws, dropping to the ground as they run to try and get away, but they can't run. The altar's right there. They try and run around it. They clip the side and fall into the brazier, burning themselves to death.
Lost you.
B, we just lost your sound.
Yeah, you cut out.
And they fall into the brazier, burning themselves to death.
Oh,
Love it.
So that was Arthur's action. Next.
I'm gonna go up and try and claw some mooks to death, I guess. Oh, stupid. I can't figure out how to turn that off now.
click
Yeah.
on the little like meeple icon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I need to move things out of the way so I can get to the meeple. There we go. There. There, I think, is where I can get to.
What's your
30. But I was like 2 ahead of you.
Yeah, Arthur
Um,
moved like 18, Jess.
Yeah, you still got
Oh.
more.
Okay. So then I can probably get all the way up.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna shove some claws in his face with a little bit of disadvantage. -2 penalty. And roll.
Ooh, oof.
Awesome. I'm gonna assume that's gonna hit him.
Yeah, that's gonna hit pretty clearly. With 2 bonus dice even.
Yay! There's 1 bonus die. There's another bonus die.
It's a shame that they were already dead.
Oh.
They had a toughness of 10, so the moment you hit 15, they were dead.
Poop.
Because they have no extra wounds.
Oh
Ooh.
well.
When did most take the bloody mess perk?
Yeah.
When I put the claws on, apparently.
Right, me. I don't see anything about glory automatically reconnecting me.
No, I'm letting it though, because the nature of this room.
I was gonna
Okay.
say you had to reconnect in that all the
Yep.
stuff you laid down
Yeah.
too.
Yep, but everything I played had to affect Arthur's roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But if I don't need to reconnect, then I will.
No, it's called a gimme under the status of, because it also allows ords to restructure. Like,
Right.
technically, there's parts of the area that aren't quite as decayed and run down as the living lands would normally make them. Because of the rush of power. So, flavor text.
Oh, range of 50 meters. Sweet.
And honestly, when he rolled a 51 to start with, I had to give something for that.
Yay.
I'm gonna do this without running. So I can move to there. What's the T-Rex within range?
Good old Z-Rex.
Good old Z-Rex. And I am going to call upon my magical powers to cast Law of Return upon him. Difficulty is his dodge or dexterity. Oh, neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a sec here. I have to see which of my augment abilities is affecting this today. Just my lucky charm. So it is favored. That's a 17.
Get your good success.
That is actually worth spending possibility on. I want to get that up to an outstanding.
Dang it, that's outstanding.
So, the Vengeance Spirit appears, which stalks him and does not actually hamper him, but unless it makes a physical attack, in which case the spirit makes the same attack again using the same skill total against the attacker. Any success at all results in the same effect or effects applying to the target and at the same success level.
Dang.
And then
Dang.
because it was a outstanding success, it's going to do 2 bonus dice of damage on top of any damage it does.
Ew.
I love that you just have a karma spell.
Uh-huh. But I am concentrating. That's me. I will put down my 1 card. It's completely and totally useless. Okay.
Okay, so that's everyone on your guys' side. So, your setback is for the villains. Is you see that niggling, troubling figure at the back. Their silhouette suddenly grows larger and bulks up with a towards the suddenly briefly visible moon. And it lunges. Oh, don't want the Z-Rex too. Just them. Lunges towards the. Don't circle me. Towards the altar and the dropped ritual dagger. Apparently, I'm dark blue. I didn't realize. I need to change that at some point. Soren. Oh. I'm getting all the holding down things at the same time.
Been there, done that.
Soren lunges to fight Cursed. This is not the agreement. Your Dark Lord gets it when we're done here. And they start fighting. That is the setback.
Oh, God damn it, Cursed.
Now, the 5 that were intimidated, one jumps right on that ankylosaur. One rushes over, jumps on the other ankylosaur, and the other 3 jump onto the Z-Rex. I gotta stop doing this. Which then all move to engage. The ankylosaur that was the furthest up goes to aid Soren in putting pressure on the werewolf. The other one is clearly heading towards the back of the group and trying to stay wide of the Z-Rex, which goes straight for Icall.
You say going wide, I say coming right at me.
It's coming right for me.
We can just leave now, let Cursed kill everybody. It'll be fine.
We need to get the knife first.
That's the least of our problems right now.
Just have to figure out how cursed he actually is.
They tried to spear from the back of the Z-Rex. Wow.
I guess the important question is, though, is does a 9 hit the T-Rex?
No, it misses the T-Rex too.
Oh.
Hiya, fellas.
I mean, they're only 4 normally Dinos warriors. You're probably gonna be fine.
Probably. I expected this. They did just watch me splat their friend.
But my current rolling continues at the current pace.
Oh man, it's like one of my Pathfinder games.
It's like there was a setback or something, and I guess the dice decide to stick with that.
The dice are like, you got this.
I see nothing.
Killer terrain. The survival skill may be used as an interaction attack this round. The target's the defendant's survival. Heroes go first, villains go second. Any action is the approved action. Great for people that don't have many cards.
Oh, thank God. Right. I would like to go. A little bit closer to Arthur. And I am going to enhance Arthur. This will be against your spirit. You said it was spirit for Wither, right?
Yeah, I'm just rechecking 1 second. Faith.
Which is spirit based.
Yeah, spirit based. Sorry.
Right. I'm good as is. So that'll give you a +1 to your spirit.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Chris. You got a card.
Yay. I will play the card. That's me.
Oh, that's a nice one to get out of off the top stacking.
Yeah.
Not specifically for you, but you know.
It is a shitty card for me, but it's
Yeah.
a great card for me to trade to somebody.
Like it's so good you could probably dictate what card you want. Anyway, next hero. Paging next hero.
If I'm gonna move up and try and grab that knife.
I'd say let them fight off 1 round.
I don't trust them. Not.
Hi.
I'm gonna fuck up that T-Rex. But I will politely wait for other people to do stuff first.
Okay.
You go, and if you can't get it, I'll try. Put
Okay.
it that way.
I'm gonna move over here and just try and grab it. Do you want me to roll anything for that, B?
Because of the nature of the area, I will have you make a dexterity check very hard. Well, hard.
A dexterity check?
Yeah, difficulty is hard.
Okay.
As you're trying to... Wow. I mean, standard isn't... It's not a standard difficulty, but still, geez.
Okay. Does that succeed?
You successfully have picked it up without losing... without, putting yourself prone.
Okay, excellent.
But you do have the eyes of Soren and Cursed, and The rider, if not the ankylosaur itself. The ankylosaur just seems like, whatever, dude. Ooh, shiny rock. Big deal. Crushing things with my tail.
And I'm gonna put.
But that was a successful action.
Okay. So I draw a card too.
Yep.
Awesome.
Next.
Alright, well, I'm going to try and clean up some of the mess that you left behind instead.
That's fine.
And I'm going to multicast Wither. How do you click on multiple again? You just highlight them and press T?
Yeah.
If you're doing multiples, you have to hold down Shift while you press T.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll see what this happens. Alright, so I get a +1 and a -6. So, -5. Because I'm multicasting to attack 3. But I get the plus from Chris.
Yep.
It should be -4. First one's free, then -2, then -4.
Yeah. And then a +1, so -3. But just put your multi-target -4, and just put a +1 into the miscellaneous.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
We're just...
Can you possibility to that?
Not a
That's-
1. That's a second chance only.
No,
No, I got it. Once again. Do you have cards in your pool?
I have a close call and a hero.
So
Give me
What would
something.
you like? Second... Oh, actually... okay. Yeah.
yeah, trade. You have to trade back either the close call or the hero.
I don't care which.
Alright,
Now
close
you can
call.
use the second chance and then make a new roll. I do appreciate that a 1 mishap just removes the reroll stuff.
yep.
Alright, so just a recap. -4 on the multi-target, +1 on the effect.
Yep.
Okay, well that's not a 1, so we're just going to keep pushing this. Alright, so I'm going to... In addition to regular possibilities and trauma cards. Stupid question. Hero, does that basically mean I can possibility twice?
You basically have the option of using possibility then hero or hero then possibility. Yes, because they count for the same purpose, so you know what it does, but they are separate
Right.
sources.
Okay, so I'm just going to use a regular possibility right now. And then I'm going to... Yeah, I'll probably play the hero just to kill them off.
So roll your 2 bonus dice. Yep. By the way, the first bonus die would have killed the 3 of them.
TIL for next time.
It's, the line won't say something about the irony of using a hero card to kill a bunch of people.
That's okay. You totally heroed me, so I appreciate it.
The irony of channeling the will of the hero just to kill a bunch of nobodies.
Yep. Alright, so that's a draw and put down, correct?
Correct.
Oh, look, I got a second chance.
And also, and it was also a put down from Solon. So there you go.
Yeah, I did. I picked up a coup de grace.
No, I meant about the the use of the energy.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, I don't engage in violence myself. I am fine with other people engaging with violence. I will help them and punish those who use it against me. But
Yeah. All right, that leaves one more person.
Fuck up that T-Rexical. Push it. Yes.
Fucking them up.
Well, roll your 2 bonus dice.
Ow.
Oh, that's the one that mattered.
Get fucked!
Yes.
That was the one that mattered because you were doing nothing because it's immune to shock until then.
Thanks.
Be gone.
In channeling that great song that that only one person here actually could know what it is in character, although we mostly all do out of character. I call Rends the Z-Rex in twain.
Yes.
I 1v1 the dinosaur.
Yay.
well, I guess I can stop concentrating.
Yeah, you suddenly no longer feel the need to concentrate. Okay, who has the highest intimidation?
12.
I've only got an 11.
Oh, mine's only 8.
My intimidation's 11.
Kind of ironic. I intimidated, and I get the highest.
You're weird.
You
Soren
are
turns
scary.
and stares at all of you. If you know what's good for you, you will drop that knife and flee before I kill you all.
Oh, it's a good thing I don't know what's good for me.
Arthur technically has a 13 now because it's spirit based.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, thank you. I'm bonused. Yes, I forgot. 13.
So, since I can't shift the penalty, I'll just assign a -1 to the person doing it. Since you're the highest roll, well, you're the highest number, so I mean everyone else will be comparing themselves against this too.
Okay.
So, 13v13 is a success, which means everyone is affected. Everyone is going to find themselves stymied. Whoever has an 8 or lower is very stymied.
Damn.
And everyone that has cards in their hands has to discard a card.
Out of our hand or just in general?
Out of your hand. Not your pool, your hand.
Ah.
Joke's on him.
That's part of why it's all about the specificity of what it says.
Yep. Is it a choice card or a random card?
I'm just making a choice because it's easier than me just trying to grab one blank.
Yeah. I used it in a game once and it was a random card. And I pulled somebody's reconnect card and then they ended up transforming.
I mean, random's great at a physical table because it's just like, all right, cards face down, I'm grabbing one.
Yep.
You say that about the reconnect, and all I can think of is our friend Richard. Poor dude. if anybody gets a reconnect, it is usually getting handed over to him.
We had an Edenos that disconnected in the Null Empire and then transformed and became a rocket ranger. That was great. Lizard man flying around with a like Iron Man suit.
Let's see.
So what does very stymied do?
You're at -4 on your next action.
Ew. That sucks.
As you have the dagger, Cursed will
Of course.
Cursed will whirlwind attack you and Soren.
First, you suck.
You should start concentrating on him.
Oh, I've got something else for him now that he's engaged in violence.
Excellent. That's gonna hurt.
That's
Ow!
gonna deal a lot.
I'm gonna try and soak that, I guess.
Maybe before you start that check, you trade one of your cards with a call. Maybe not.
A call.
'Cause you're
What do
gonna
you
need-
have?
Get that one.
Take the thing.
Because you're gonna need an
Oh.
outstanding success.
Okay.
If you get a good if you would have got a good, you're not going to be down and out, but you're going to be one hit from down and out, and potentially gone. So you spend the possibility for your check per normal, but you automatically get an outstanding success.
And then how much damage do I take?
Outstanding is none.
Excellent.
And because this isn't actually Aurora dominant or strong, in which case, well, outstanding still all, but it's the lower ones get less powerful.
Yeah.
Law of perseverance.
Law of everything in Aurora fucking sucks.
But the good-ish news is someone else has to make a check.
Yay.
That's true. Maybe he just killed one of Baraka's lieutenants.
He doesn't kill him, but
It hurts.
he's probably, if not attacked, he's probably fleeing. Because discretion is a better part of valor.
Hi, Mr. Dinosaur.
Call, get the fuck up here.
Hi, Mr. Dinosaurs 2.
I am ready to fuck shit up as soon as I am allowed to run and fuck shit up again.
Alright. Well, I need your help fucking up this werewolf.
Did I kill the T-Rex? Because on my screen it's still here.
It has a dead tag on it.
Oh, it's very tiny.
So that's the club tail for both of them.
Both hit for 4, so it's 8
No,
and 16.
it's a group attack because you can only do so many things.
Alright, well, the most I can do is soak damages, so I'm gonna try that.
Don't forget the +1 on your reality test. Oof.
Well, there you go.
That's a very good reality test.
Still very pissed off.
Utter instinct, I turned to like not look at Arthur as he gets pasted, and then when I open my eyes again, he's still there, and I'm like, huh.
Yeah, Arthur is unscathed, standing in a small crater. Solon, on the other hand, doesn't get hit by shoot spears being tossed that way.
Just like, rude.
That's hilarious.
They probably weren't looking. They were just like tossing it behind them as they run away.
Run away.
No, the two that attacked Solon were the riders, while they're like, both of them are clubbing him so good, we'll attack the White Witch. And then wait a minute. He's dusting off his jacket, standing in a crater unscathed. What happened?
Like, I am not here to fight. Go kill that wolf guy.
Oh no. Well, that's a bad card for them.
Oh. Nice.
So
Oh.
Soren dies.
Oh, jeez.
Bleeding out. Any villain who suffered one or more wounds suffers another wound.
Oh,
Wait, I have a.
oh,
You have
jeez.
cards you can trade.
So Soren will be bleeding out and dying. So if you guys can inflict a wound on other things. Heroes go first, villains go second. Maneuvers the approved action.
I mean, I don't want to say I told you so, but violence.
Violence, 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 violence. Violence!
Alright, let's kill this stupid werewolf.
I'm about to roll for violence. Fuck you. It's a good success, so I still get my bonus dice, right? Yeah.
You get a bonus die, yes.
Angie.
Standard
I-
damage.
Add stuff to that.
You can spend a possibility, cards.
Okay. So I have a willpower, or would it be better to spend a possibility?
Willpower's for charisma, mind, and spirit skills, not dexterity or
Would it be
strength.
better? I don't. My attune's not in my hand. Oh. That's for an extra action. Yeah.
Do you guys want me to use the card I just put in my pool to set back the opponents?
You
Maybe-
might want to use the other card in your hand to see if you can actually do damage.
I'm
Okay.
gonna possibility that.
Mister, I've done 2 shock to him.
Is that enough to
That's
do?
2 bonus dice.
Okay.
Oh, really? I was that close to an outstanding.
No, I meant your coup de grace.
Oh, I thought you meant my
I thought you meant my adrenaline.
No, but you can roll another bonus die for the outstanding. There you
Okay,
go.
well now I'm gonna spend the coup de grace, I guess.
Between the two of us, have we killed it yet?
Nope.
Between the two
No.
of you, you've done like maybe 2 wounds.
You've done 2 wounds.
Ah. Okay.
You maybe suck possibilities out of them, but
Can I play a flurry to do another? I will let other people go first
I was
and
gonna say,
then
I
play
think
the
that's
flurry.
the end. Yeah, after everybody else.
Okay. I will let other people go first and then I will play a flurry to do some more damage to him.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm gonna move. And yeah, I'm gonna try it and do you want me to get rid of the mobs, or you want me to try and go against him?
Mobs, please.
Alright, cool. Double cast Ankylosaurus. I still got the +1, right?
Yep.
I believe this is the last round of it, though.
Okay.
No, I cast it last round. This is round 2.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna play the second chance that's sitting in my pool, because this is starting the same way as last time.
So the rule is we just pass the second chance right to Josh. Is that how it works?
Seems to be so far, yeah.
It's kind of how it's going, yeah.
Please don't jinx me. There we go.
Get that bonus die in there.
Might want a possibility for your bonus die.
Yeah. Might want possibility to get more. Yeah.
There.
2 bonus die there. Oh. No, some shock to the dinos. They get they get a little tired.
It's like 4 ones now that you've rolled on different dice.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's fine.
They yawn a little. The blood that they use to mark them flakes off a little bit.
Ouch.
Right. Well, one of the Ankylosaurs here be like, here boy, and I'm gonna like fake play fetch with him, and I'm going to try to trick him. I don't know if I can trick a dinosaur, but I'm gonna try. That is a 13 total.
13's outstanding against an Ankylosaurus.
Excellent. So yeah, he will fall for my fake fetch thing, and he will go trundling off into the woods. And then I'll wave at these 2 guys.
Bye, dinosaur.
Hey, how's it going? Or is one guy still on?
Yeah, he's the rider.
Oh, excellent. The one that's left, I'll be like, hey, how's it going?
Well, that sounds like that might be the end of the hero's turns.
I'm gonna play a flurry to take one more thing. If I can do that.
Well, you have to play it.
Okay. And I'm gonna attack this guy one more time. And see if I can just do a little more damage.
That's a little bit more damage.
So, how about them 2 bonus dice? Oh, one more. Oh, look, you look like you may have done another wound to him.
Okay. Trying to make him
Insanely tough.
Wait,
bleed to death.
hold up. Stupid question. He's bleeding out.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, anytime we deal wounds, he deals more. Isn't
No.
that...
One more wound. It's not
Oh.
every injury is one more wound.
Oh, that would have been nice.
And with that, and the end of your guys' turn, Soren is dead.
Oh. I'd also like to repeat regarding the dude. I still have a setback card if we want to make a setback for the curse for the dude.
What will that do?
It depends what I decide to let have happen.
It's just general bad times for the opponent, but the severity of it depends, and what exactly it is depends.
We can throw it in there just to make them go away if we want, I guess.
But remember, just think of this kind of like social deduction games with a GM. I'm not bound to make that setback as big of a setback as it may have been at the start of the fight when you guys are clearly winning.
Okay.
I still have to make it a setback. I do have to make it a punishment, but I don't have to make it a big punishment. Because setbacks are sometimes just penalties.
I know that, so it's kind of like it will be for them, but there's no guarantee of like how bad.
Maybe just save the card then.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Actually, I've got a slightly better idea. I will trade my coup de grace to Icall because it's not doing me any good.
Okay, then you can have my setback.
Perfect. And then I will play the setback because I've got nothing to trade worth it. So.
And Mouse, if it's cool with you, I would like to trade my not today for your willpower.
Okay.
You're more likely to take the damage than me.
Yes, I am.
Perfect. So yeah, that way it gets the coup de grace to somebody who can use it instead of me. And then I will play the setback.
Okay.
And not today helps me not die.
Yeah.
And yeah, willpower helps your spells.
Yep.
Okay. So which one of you two has the higher toughness? Between Ikal and Matilda.
I have a toughness of 11.
So it sounds like Matilda.
Toughness 16. Yeah, it's me.
Yeah. No, I just have to ask because you are both in the very rare situation where you've given him both of you have given him up, and since he gets free whirlwind attack, he's gonna up because he can up to attack. Both of you. Up, and away. And the disadvantage will kick in shortly. And there's your disadvantage.
There's your disadvantage.
Wow.
He lashes out, and for a brief moment, it looks like he's about to do terrible, terrible things. Because, technically, since it's an up, he still gets another die, but I'm not going to let it go. The one time the one's not a 1, potentially. But as his claws are approaching, his left claw's going right for Ikal's face, his left claw is going straight for Ikal's face, his right claw's coming up, basically it looks like it's going to just rip a hole through your chest plate, like he almost did a moment ago, when a spine-tingling shiver runs up all of your spines. Go figure. As you hear the tinkling of an old bell. A handbell. And then suddenly, he's engulfed in utter darkness. And when it clears, he's gone.
Well, that was weird.
The Gaunt Man got him.
He gaunt.
I mean, I don't say that in character, but my thought is whatever, because Aurora's darkness, the Gaunt Man got him.
Guys, the werewolf disappeared.
When you get the chance afterwards, he very much was ripped away by a dim thread.
I don't deal with this ankler sword before it pounds me into paste.
Oh, he's okay. He just needs a good scratch under the chin.
With your claws.
With my claws.
But also, Mouse and Ikal very distinctly could see that his flesh was knitting itself back together almost as fast as you were carving into it.
Oh.
Werewolves and their healing abilities.
Yikes.
But yeah, now on to the other bad guys. They're still around. The other Beast Rider doesn't manage to get his Ankylosaur under control at all. And, they trundle off into the woods, happily playing fetch. The other side of your setback is you don't hear from the other 3 riders again because the body apparently crushed them. And well, that Ankylosaur wants to play fetch with Arthur's face.
Yay!
And his rider will try and assist him. So Arthur,
Alright.
how about that one?
I'm gonna soak, because that's about all I can do. Well,
Can you possibility that?
It's not a 1.
oh my gosh, okay. So, stupid question. Soaking requires a possibility, or is it just a reality check?
It automatically costs 1 to make that
Okay.
check.
So now I need to spend a second one to possibility this one, correct?
Correct, because if you
Okay.
notice your pool, when you've hit the soak button, it has reduced your possibilities.
Yeah, no, I noticed that.
So you're taking 2 wounds.
It's not dropping me. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Well, 3 doesn't drop you either, but it's not a good place to be. It's the one right after that you're testing defeat for.
Okay.
You're just at -3 to do absolutely everything other than soak damage when you're that hurt. Okay, and now for a new card. Sharpened Blades. Melee weapon attacks are by either side are favored this round. Heroes go first. Villains will have a setback, attack, and maneuver the approved actions.
Right. Just stay where you are, Arthur, for a minute.
Hey, Ikal, you want to go gang up on the last Ankylosaurus?
I will. I'm just going to step forward. I'm going to give Arthur my healing potion.
You want to attack it first, or me, Mouse?
I'll attack it first this time. Am I still -4?
No, that was on that last attack.
Okay.
Well, the first of the last attacks.
Really?
Womp womp.
Well, I'm gonna possibility that. That's better.
Bonus star.
Okay. If it's not dead now, you go squish.
It's not dead. It's a dinosaur.
Spending possibility.
You normally can't at that point because you've already determined your damage.
Oh, right. Shoot. Never mind.
So, you both have successfully attacked, which means you both get to successfully draw cards
Oh.
and put cards in your pool.
I was about to say I have a coup de grace. I forgot I had.
You can play that. Still up.
I'll give Arthur my healing potion, which will heal 1 wound and a bonus die worth of shock.
I can cast spell instead.
I also just put just a flesh wound into my pool. Make a strength test lets you play to make strength test as a free action on a success. Recover 1 wound. If anybody still needs healing, they
Yeah,
can trade you for it.
because Arthur's really good at strength.
You just need a success.
I only got a 5, but anyways.
But I will give Arthur my healing potion.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't have to drink it, but you have it.
Okay. Cool.
Well, no, I pour it down his throat. I'm
Oh, there
using
you
my
go.
action to
Oh,
pour it down his throat.
okay.
Does Arthur resist?
No, I guess.
Just because otherwise, Solon has to technically make an unarmed combat, but it's not an
Yeah,
attack.
no, it's fine.
That would be kind of funny.
Drink the damn thing.
It would be hilarious, actually, to see, but yeah.
I am surprisingly not bad at unarmed because I have a dexterity of 7.
You have the same pool as he has a defense. Just
Yep.
for unarmed.
Do not make me conjure this inside your throat.
Just the whole bottle and everything, not the liquid, just the bottle.
Yep.
Alright, so that's 1 wound back from me, you said?
Yep.
I want 1 wound and a bonus die of shock if you have any shock.
Yeah, no shock. Alright.
He resisted that much.
Yeah, I got rid of that. Alright, well, I've only got 1 wound, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and finish off this dino.
And this is the last round of the +1. I think. No, actually, sorry, the +1 is gone. I looked at it.
Yeah.
It's round 5.
The final no bonus.
Do-do-do-do.
Ankylosaur's like, Bub, put me out of my misery. Come on. Do it. Either make me go to sleep or, finish me off. Oh, I hope you got a good bonus die there, buddy.
I'm gonna blow my willpower.
Oh, I hope you got 2 good bonus dice there, buddy.
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh.
Why? Like, I'm not gonna complain. I got a 51 earlier. It's fine.
Oh.
Dinosaur's looking real sleepy.
Yep.
Roberta, that's a successful attack. So you get to draw a card and put one into your pool. Yeah.
Too bad Soren can convince it to just fall asleep.
Anyway. Its turn. It will hit a call because it recognizes being hit by 2 things, but only one thing is recognizable to it. Small thing wrapped in weird metal does not compute.
I confuse its
Dinos
tiny
that
little brains.
computes.
It's too confused by all the things going on.
Yep.
I want to hit it since it tried to hit me.
Well,
Okay.
heroes go first, have flurry because it's down to a standard scene. Villains go second, taunts the approved action. Any weapon used this round gets a malfunction range of 1 to 4, breaks on malfunction.
I'm going to all-out attack.
I'm going to turn away from this senseless display of violence.
And I believe Living Land is an additional bonus die for an all-out attack.
Yep. When attack's approved action only, though.
Oh,
Taunts the approved action. It's called the Law of Savagery.
well, either way.
So Solon turns away from. You hold it in your mind. So Solon turns away from the display, and one of the ankylosaurs spikes from its tail just like lands in the ground in front of Solon, covered in blood from the killing blow.
Ikal gives a victorious roar.
There's still the rider.
He still took out 2 dinosaurs.
I'm just saying for everyone else, there's still a rider.
Okay, I guess I'll go take out the rider then.
Could just tell him to leave.
I could. I'm not going to. She just casually walks up and like shoves her claws up through his.
Yeah, you may as well roll your bonus dice to see exactly how brutal you killed him. Yeah, that's, 3 wounds when he has... Oh, 3 wounds. Look at that, you killed him.
She just casually walks up and shoves her claws up through his chin.
Solon must be feeling how Rebecca feels in Fallout.
Spoilers.
No, talking about our game, not the series.
Okay, cool. Haven't seen the series yet.
The series is great. You have to watch it.
She pulls her claws back out and then starts walking over to where the Koji body is lying to inspect things.
As you finally all go over to look at it, a black shroud disappears from around it, and it's just a normal... Well, normal for this area body. It's not Koji.
Illusionist bastards.
But you do feel like the part of the palpable aura of darkness lessened once it was disappeared.
Well, you guys are doing whatever with whoever this person is. Mind if I take a look at that knife? Just in case it's, magical.
Oh, yeah, sure. She holds it out to you.
And I will look it over.
Yeah, the knife is actually magical beyond the eye gems that are in it.
Nifty.
The pommel gem, which seems to be tied onto it more with like twine and string than actually mounted into it, unlike the other gem that's a part of it, is the one that you were told is probably in the area. The other one seems to be, which is, an actual tiger's eye. The other one seems to just also still be a gem of that nature, but you weren't sure if it was here, unlike your briefing said.
I just
Right.
figured it was best to probably get it as far away from the idiots as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's magical beyond just the gems here, so a little bit of study might be able to figure out what it does.
We should probably get it back to headquarters then.
Yeah, now that we got that, let's get out of Dodge.
Probably a good idea. I'm not sure how to get out of Dodge, but
Well, once I can get a cell signal, I can call somebody.
can you get a cell signal in the living lands?
Not in the
Not
lands
far.
themselves, but there are places you can that are on the edges of it.
Where's the closest place we could call for a pickup? Do we know?
You're not that far from the border with on the southern Mexican part of it, so you can probably, considering you have some lactas, or you can just make your way. You can find your way to the outside and make that call.
Okay.
I'm not flying.
I guess we'll walk and try and find a pickup.
I think
Okay.
that's a great idea.
I'm gonna have so many messages waiting for me.
And you have a fair number of messages, because that's the end of this act, and you're going to be going for your debriefing and setting up for the next one. Of note, you were around the Phoenix area originally, traveled a bit to the northwest, and then found yourselves somewhere in the land below, and then found yourself suddenly, basically, in Guatemala. all in the course
Portals?
of less than a week worth of travel.
Portals.
Aliens. Yeah.
Magic is as magic does.
Living realm magic.
So as the mystery unravels a little bit more, and some more of the players are a little bit more obvious than they were previously, this chapter comes to a close, and everyone gets to add 5 more XP, bringing them into beta clearance, officially.
Woo! I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's awesome.
It's access to some of the next tier things, some of which, if you have pre-qualifiers, mean that you can get more powerful things to go off of them.
So is that 50? That puts us at 50
That's
XP?
50 on the nose, yeah. So you can now choose to have 1 beta clearance perk. If you have the XP. Or the will. As you'll be brought to Mexico City and they try and figure out where you're going to be sent to next.
One XP away from a new perk.
I don't remember how much perks are.
How many perks do you have now?
I think
You only got the 2.
yeah, but I've got a bunch of Dragon Warrior perks.
Yeah, because that's it's the same perk multiple times, so it's still multiple perks.
Yeah. So I've got 2 Dragon Warrior perks, and then I've got it's saying Endurance, Dark Vision under Dwarf, and then Size under Dwarf.
No, those are normal.
Okay.
Those aren't
so
perks,
it's
those are
just
traits.
just the Dragon Warrior stuff then. So 2 Dragon Warrior perks.
If you've only got the 2 perks, is endurance a perk or is it a dwarf?
Endurance is a perk. So you've got 3 perks total.
3 perks.
Your
okay.
2 Dragon Warrior one and your endurance.
And Endurance.
Yeah, so your 4th one would cost 9 XP.
9.
Actually,
okay,
Dragon Warrior's labeled as taken 3 times.
What do I have under my 3rd Dragon Warrior?
Because you have Claws, Fire Breath.
Didn't you get the pneumatic pumps?
Yeah, the Mad Jacks.
Oh, the Mad Jacks.
Right.
I forgot
So
I had
it's
the Mad Jacks on there.
so it's 11 XP for your next perk then.
Yeah. I still have enough though.
Mad Jacks. Don't forget you have Mad Jacks. That's 30 meters. That's 15 squares on the map. That's a good distance to cover and get a bonus on your attack.
Yeah.
Once per 24 hours basically translates to once per scene. But with that, and going into bookkeeping, our Storm Knights rest their weary heads, wondering where in the world they'll go to next if they continue to chase the eye. Have a good night, anyone watching.